How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. Today is July 17th, 2021. And today, I just want to give y'all a recap of my night last night. Well, last night, yesterday, I pretty much stayed at home, but about 4, maybe 5, 6 o'clock p.m., I went out to Easy Street, a bar in St Albans, West Virginia. I went with my best friend, more like a brother, Jonathan Miller, aka Jon Fun. We hung out there and drank some beer and everything, and later on in the day, two of my other guy best friends, Brian Jones and Mikie Stover, came along, and a guy I used to hang out with that I had bad history with, Jonathan Shamblin, was out as well, but with Mikie and Brian. And the bad part of it was Jonathan Shamblin was there, because Jonathan Shamblin, he used me and disrespected me and this, that, and the fucking third. But the good thing about it though was Jonathan Miller, Brian Jones, and Mikie Stover were there because they're three of my guy best friends. We all had a good time, drinking some beer and doing some trash can drinks, with like mixed with liquor and Red Bull and all that shit. But it was a good time. Like, I had a great time doing that. And it was a much needed night because hanging out with three of my guy best friends. But the guy I used to hang out with that was there, even though I didn't enjoy him being there, I was civil with him. Like, I was being an adult and I was being civil. I mean, even though my mental health kind of got to me a little bit, like my anxiety and depression and all that got to me because of him being there, but I still tried to be civil I still tried to be an adult and be civil. And, because, that's where you gotta be a lot of times. You gotta be an adult and be civil no matter what. But like I said, I enjoyed hanging out with Jonathan Miller, Mikie Stover, and Brian Jones. Like, we all had a good time. But what got it there, because me and Jonathan Miller, we were sitting out in the patio drinking beer and everything, and Brian Jones, Mikie Stover, and Jonathan Shamblin came along, and Brian Jones came up to me and shook my hand. He come up to me, and my buddy Brian Jones, he come up to me, and I said, "Brian," and he come up to me and shook my hand, and we talked, and he asked me if I was with anybody. I said, "Yeah, I'm with my buddy Jonathan Miller here." And he said, "Is it just you all, or is anybody else with you?" And I said, "It's just us." And he said, "You mind if I sit here with y'all?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead, that's fine." So so Brian Jones, Mikie Stover, and Jonathan Shamblin sat with me and Jonathan Miller. But like I said, it was all good time. It's just one downfall to it was Jonathan Shamblin being there and everything. But like I said, it was a good night nonetheless. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm like, because I'm more of a homebody anymore. Don't really hang out with people hardly anymore and everything. But once in a while, I try to get out of the house and do some shit because being cooped up in the house sucks a lot of times. So I try to go out and enjoy myself a little bit, and, try to surround myself with positive people and everything, and, try to have a good time, because that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to, you're meant to have a good time. Like, you should always have a good time, not a bad one. Because you got to surround yourself with people who are positive and who will who actually love you and who actually care about you and who are actually real friends to you. Because the more you surround yourself with negative people, the worse it's going to be. Like, especially when you got mental health issues, it's best to surround yourself with positive people. Because the more you surround yourself with negative people, the worse it gets. So, because you surround yourself with positive people, it's better for your mental health. But if you surround yourself with negative people, then it's going to trigger your mental health. And that's something, like I said, surround yourself with positive people, not negative people. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to surround myself with the positive people, not the negative people. Because I want to be around people that I can actually enjoy myself being around. Not people that not people that I don't enjoy myself being not people that trigger my mental health and that I can't enjoy myself being around. So, yeah. Because, not only is it going to trigger your mental health being around negative people, but it's also going to bring a lot of negative energy. But you need positive people in your life, and you need to be surrounded with positive energy, not negative. And, because, I'm 26 years old. I'm getting old. And the older I get, the more I want to be surrounded by people who actually love me, who actually care about me, who are actually my real friends, and who are actually positive towards me. That actually don't trigger my mental health and don't bring a lot of negative energy. Because I don't have time for negative people and people who are going to bring me constant negative energy. I'm not going to do that. Because, like I said, I'm getting older, and the older I get, the more I want to be around people who are positive, not negative. Because, if you're negative, if you're negative and you're disturbing my peace, then you gotta go. But if you're positive and you're not disturbing my peace or anything, you can stay. Because, I've said this time and time again. I have a very small circle of friends. Because I don't like them big circles. Because, the smaller the circle, the better. The bigger the circle, the worst. And that's straight up facts. Like, always keep your circle small. Because you keep your circle small, it's better for you. But if you expand your circle and have a big ass circle, then it's going to be worse for you. Because the majority of people in this world are fake. And that's why I say with small circles, it's better. Because you know who your friends are. You know who your true friends are if you have a small circle. But if you have a big circle, then you're going to be surrounded by fakes and liars and snakes and all that shit. And that's not what y'all need. And that's facts. But, like I said, last night was great. Like I said, me and my best friend Jonathan Miller, we, well, I got there about 4 o'clock, somewhere around there, and just sat in the parking lot in my car at Easy Street and waited on him. And as soon as he got there about 6 o'clock because he was busy having to do some shit before he got there. So I waited about a couple hours, and as soon as he got there, we drank some beer and everything. And Jonathan Miller had to leave about 2 a.m. because he had to get home because he had things he has to do today. So, but I stayed until 2:30 and hung out with my other guy best friends, Mikie Stover and Brian Jones. And we stayed till 2:30 till close. Because they close at 2, Easy Street closes at 2:30. So, at 2:30, I left. I went to 7-Eleven to get some pizza and wings, for today. And after that, I went home. I got home about 3 a.m. And as soon as I got home, I went to bed. Because I was like dead ass tired. But I'll probably be going back today at Easy Street with my best friends Mikie Stover and Brian Jones. And we'll probably be doing it again today. But I don't know yet. That's just a thought right now. But anyway, I just want to come on here and give you all a recap of what happened last night with me and everything. But anyway, with that being said, my name is, but anyway, you all, I got some advice for y'all. Always keep it real. Keep your circle small. Always stay humble and kind. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road.